Hey, welcome to another very helpful Fear No Fix video here on our BlueDriver channel. Today, on this 2005 Chevy Silverado 5.3 liter engine, we're going to tackle the EVAP vent valve or EVAP canister. This is caused if you've used your BlueDriver and you've pulled a P0442, P0446, P0455, those three codes, it's very likely to be this canister that we're going to take a look at. And if you've pulled a P0449, 2/3 of the time it might be the gas cap. So don't embarrass yourself, check your gas cap before you get working on this. Chris?
This is an easy fix, no special tools required. We're going to be working underneath the truck, but you're probably not going to need to jack it up. The EVAP canister is located just in front of the gas tank, about midway back, just under the truck on the driver's side. Now, one thing to know is that if you go and order this part, it might be different from what's on the truck already. There are two designs. One has one port on it, one has two. You can use them both. We'll touch more on this later, but if you do look under the truck and what you see doesn't match what you bought, don't panic. Now also, if you have another vehicle in this generation of GM truck or SUV, say a Sierra, maybe something like a Suburban, then it's going to be a pretty similar fix. Everything might not be in the exact same place, but it should apply as well.
Yeah, so this is definitely a fix that you should not fear. Should take you about a half an hour, save you a ton. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our BlueDriver channel. Now, let's get to it. The tools you'll need for the EVAP repair are a screwdriver and a knife, a box cutter, or a cutting tool.
All right, now we're under the truck. We're about midway back. The gas tank right here, and the EVAP canister is right up here. We'll start by disconnecting the connector on the canister. Remove the connector from the canister by prying up on the red tab and pulling down. To remove the canister, take a screwdriver, insert it from the left, pry up on the metal tab, and then slide it to the left. Now, before you forget, you can bend that tab back in. That's the tab right there in the center, to make sure that the new one clips in place. Now we're going to disconnect the quick connect over here. Usually there's a plastic clip right here. You can see it's missing, so someone's already had this off. We're not going to reuse this line, so if you break it, it's not that big a deal. Once you get that plastic clip off with a screwdriver, just slide it off and remove the canister.
All right, out with the old, in with the new. Uh-oh, Chris, talk to me about this.
All right, so this is an older design. You're gonna see this on older trucks. It's a canister and a filter all in one. So solenoid's in here, filter's in here, and there are little openings that allow air to escape after it passes through the charcoal filter. Apparently, these are more prone to getting clogged. They're kind of low, they're exposed, dust and dirt can get in there. This newer design, this is just the solenoid, and then you've got a remote filter that you're gonna tuck up in the frame somewhere out of the way with a tie wrap. And this apparently is gonna be less prone to clogging, so you're less likely to have to replace it sometime soon.
Many times the OEMs will have quality problems and warranty problems in the field, and this looks to be another one of those examples. So if the part doesn't look exactly right, this may be the newer solution, perhaps is more reliable for you.
And one other note, this part actually is still available. There are companies making reproduction parts that have the single port design. So if you want, you can find an exact replacement that'll just drop right in. All right, now we're just gonna cut some 5/8 inch heater hose to length to replace the hard plastic line here.
Is this a measure twice, cut once? How do you do this?
Depends on how much hose you buy. So we're just gonna cut this hose roughly to the same length of what we have right now, but it doesn't have to be too exact.
Okay. And so you always use razor knife for this? Is a flush 90-degree cut important?
I mean, this is gonna be semi-airtight. We're only using hose clamps, but We don't want to have to replace this hose again next year if there are little cuts or tears in it. Not perfect, good enough. Then we're going to cut a second one, and this is for the remote filter, and that's just going to be a couple of inches long. You can always trim it down later if you want.
Perfect.
So if we're doing the new style, then we'll take our little piece of heater hose, put it on with hose clamps, and we're just gonna find a nice spot up behind around the frame rail somewhere to tuck it in. If you're using a single port design, then you can skip this step. Also, while I was hunting for a nice spot to tuck in the filter, I think I found the subject of one of our next videos. That's supposed to happen, right? Depending on the year of your truck, there might be two kinds of connectors. If you buy an aftermarket part, a lot of them can come with this little pigtail that'll convert it to the type that you need if it's not already on it. On this truck, we're going to need that adapter. Hook up the remote filter. Tighten the hose clamp. And put on the canister. Plug in the connector. Might be a good idea to tie wrap this up out of the way, or find something to clip this onto. And then plug it in. And then we'll connect canister. Make sure the hose isn't kinked, otherwise you might throw more codes. Now we'll tighten the hose clamps. We're done.
Okay, so that was quick, huh? Only about a half an hour. Here's the bad guy, out with the old, in with the new. Chris.
Easy fix. One thing to be careful about when you go and cut up your hose, make sure that it's not cut too short. If you have any kinks in your hose, you might plug the line and your codes might come back.
And again, this is definitely, as you saw, a fix that you should not fear. Hope you use this, hope it helped you out, hope it saved you some money. If you like this video, please like us and also subscribe to our channel on BlueDriver. And always remember, after you clear your check engine light, you are going to need to drive around for about 40 minutes so that you can reset your emission monitors. You can check if your monitors have been reset by using the smog check function, or smog test function on your BlueDriver. So until next time, fear no fix.